Will you recite after me this verse?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. So, wonderful verse. Okay, let us see first word to word meaning so that we can recite properly. Yamau means twins, Nakul and Sahdev. Utsavit, weather. Taniyo, sons. Prithayaha, of Pritha. Parthehe, by the sons of Pritha. Vritau, protected. Pakshmabhihi, by shields. Akshini, of the eyes. Eva, like. Remate, playing carelessly. Uddaya, snatching. Mridhe, in the fight. Swariktham, on property. Parat, from the enemy Duryodhan. Suparnau, Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu. Eva, like. Vajri Vaktrat, from the mouth of Indra. Okay, now let us see the verse. Yama Utsavit Tanayo Pritaya. Parthir Vrito Pakshma Abhirakshiniva. Rematudyaya Mridesvariktam. Parat Suparnaveva Vajrivaktrat. Yama Utsvet Tanayo Pritaya. Parthir Vrito Pakshma Abhirakshiniva. Rematudyaya Mridesvariktam. Parat Suparnaveva Vajrivaktrat. Okay, you will recite or let us go ahead.
Anything is okay, Prabhu.
Okay, so let us see the translation. Are the twin brothers who are protected by their brothers doing well? Just as the eye is always protected by the eyelid, they are protected by the sons of Pritha, who snatched back their rightful kingdom from the hands of their enemy Duryodhana. Just as Garuda snatched nectar from the mouth of Indra, the thunderbolt carrier. Okay, please repeat after me. Are the twin brothers who are protected by their brothers doing well? Just as the eye is always protected by the eyelid, they are protected by the sons of Pritha, who snatched back their rightful kingdom from the hands of their enemy Duryodhan. Just as Garuda snatched nectar from the mouth of Indra, the thunderbolt carrier. Now, purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanarvind Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Purport. Indra, the king of heaven, carries a thunderbolt in his hand and is very strong. Yet Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, was able to snatch nectar from his mouth. Similarly, Duryodhan was as strong as the king of heaven, and still the sons of Pritha, the Pandavas, were able to snatch away their kingdom from Duryodhan. Both Garud and the Parthas are pet devotees of the Lord, and thus it was possible for them to face such strong enemies. Vidura's inquiry was about the youngest brothers of the Pandavas, namely Nakul and Sahdev. These twin brothers were sons of Madri, the stepmother of the other Pandavas. But although they were stepbrothers, because Kunti took charge of them after the departure of Madri with her husband Maharaj Pandu, Nakul and Sahdev were as good as the other three Pandavas, namely Yudhishthir, Bhim, and Arjuna. The five brothers are known in the world as regular brothers. The three elder Pandavas took care of the younger brothers, just as the eyelid takes care of the eye. Vidura was anxious to know whether after winning back their own kingdom from the hands of Duryodhana, the younger brothers were still living happily under the care of the elder brothers. So here ends the purport of Srila Prabhupada. So before starting to speak on this transcendental subject matter, I seek blessings from all of you so that I can speak in the proper parampara system without deviation. So let us see. So in starting, the translation goes like this. So are the twin brothers which the conversation is going between Vidur and Uddhav. So Vidur is asking questions, various questions to Uddhav. So he asked one of questions is this: are the twin brothers who are protected by their brothers doing well? So who are twin brothers? They are Nakul and Sahdev. So they are asking that they are doing well. So we know the whole story. I think you all know the story of Kunti Maharani, Madri, how Queen Kunti got 3 children by mantras, not through Pandu, but she recited the mantras, just like she invoked Dharmaraj, Yudhishthir. So who was born?
Yudhishthir.
Yudhishthir Maharaj. And then from Pavandev से कौन उत्पन्न हुए थे?
Bhim.
Yes. And from Indradev?
Arjun.
So like that. So but the other 2 brothers, Nakul and Sahdev, they were the sons of Madri. So when Maharaj Pandu departed from this world, then Kunti also wanted to go with Maharaj Pandu. In ancient times, the woman used to be so chaste that after the departure of their husband, they can't live alive. So much dedication, selfless service to their husband that they don't want to leave. Just like in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Shikshashtakam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, na, Nainam galadasrudharya, Vadanam gadagad hridaya giram. And further he says, just like a moment in the separation of Lord Krishna it appears just like 12 years or more. So in the same way, when a chaste woman feels the separation from his husband, or her husband is no more, then she also wants to quit his body. So that is called sati pratha. So ancient time it used to be voluntarily, खुद की स्वेच्छा से मतलब ऐसा करते थे. And later it became just like a kuprata. So it was not voluntarily. Okay, तो हम देखते हैं कि किस तरीके से जो कुंती महारानी है वो महाराज के साथ में जाना चाहती है, लेकिन माधुरी उनसे रिक्वेस्ट करती है कि आपके है ना, आप ज्येष्ठ हैं, यू आर सीनियर टू मी, और यू शुड लिव अलाइव, आपको ये रहना चाहिए और इनकी देख रेख करना चाहिए. यू आर सो कंपैशनेट एंड जेनरस दैट यू कैन टेक केयर ऑफ माई चिल्ड्रन नकुल एंड सहदेव, है ना, विथ सेम केयर एंड अटेंशन, है ना, कि जिस केयर और अटेंशन के साथ आप अपने पुत्रों की देखभाल करेंगे, उतने ही केयर और अटेंशन के साथ में आप मेरे भी पुत्रों की केयर करेंगे, तो अच्छा होगा कि महाराज पांडु के साथ मैं ही सती हो जाऊं. इस तरीके से बोलते हैं माधुरी, और बोलती नहीं है, उसके बाद सती भी हो जाती है इस तरीके से. तो बस्ती कौन है? महारानी कुंती. इस तरीके से. तो इसी कारण क्या है, यहाँ पे आपने देखा क्वेश्चन क्या पूछ रहे हैं कि नकुल और सहदेव कि ट्विन ब्रदर्स जो जुड़वा भाई हैं कि क्या वो सुरक्षित है क्या? एंड वंडरफुल एनालॉजी इज गिवन है. We can't imagine actually. In Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam we find this type of very appropriate analogies. Just like the eye is always protected by the eyelid. So our eyes are always protected by the eyelid. So in the same way, the son of Pritha, they are protected. Means Nakul and Sahdev are protected by the sons of Pritha. Means Bhim, Arjun, and Yudhishthir Maharaj. From whom? Just like eyelid क्या करते हैं, जैसे भी कुछ आता है एकदम से अपने आप क्लोज हो जाती है इस तरीके से. तो इस तरीके से कुछ भी विपत्ति आती है, डिजास्टर आती है, कैलेमिटीज आती है, तो क्या होता है, तो क्या मतलब नकुल और सहदेव को प्रोटेक्शन देते थे कौन? आईलिड बन के जो ये भीम, अर्जुन और युधिष्ठिर महाराज जो थे. और वो कैलेमिटीज क्या थी कि दुर्योधन ने, है ना, हमको स्टोरी पता है, हस्तिनापुर दिया था, फिर उनका जो इंद्रप्रस्थ था, पहले उनका इंद्रप्रस्थ से पहले वो था खंडवा प्रस्थ ऐसे करके कुछ नाम था, जो युधिष्ठिर महाराज को दिया था. दैट लैंड वाज नॉट फर्टाइल, वो जमीन बेकार थी, कोई काम की नहीं थी, जो उनको किंगडम मिला था. और दूसरी तरफ जो हस्तिनापुर में जो दुर्योधन को जो मिला था, तो दैट वाज क्वाइट ऑपुलेंट इस तरीके से. तो बाद में हम देखते हैं कि बिकॉज युधिष्ठिर महाराज वाज वेरी रिलीजियस एंड द डिवोटी ऑफ द सुप्रीम लॉर्ड, तो जो खंडवा प्रस्थ था वो दैट बिकेम इंद्रप्रस्थ, लैंड बिकेम फर्टाइल. इस तरीके से हम देखते हैं स्टोरी. तो उसके बाद में हमको पता है कि किस तरीके से वनवास वो चले जाते हैं, है ना, बहुत सारी कैलेमिटीज को फेस करते हैं, डिफिकल्टीज को फेस करते हैं. तो उसमें इस एनालॉजी के थ्रू वो बताया कि दुर्योधन से फिर किस तरीके से अपना राज्य वापस ले लिया था उन्होंने, पांडवों ने. And another analogy is given, wonderful analogy. Just as Garuda snatched nectar from the mouth of Indra, the thunderbolt carrier. So actually, here are only one line. Here is only one line, but there is a long story behind it. लंबी कहानी है इसके पीछे कि किस तरीके से गरुड़ है वो इंद्र के मुख से अमृत छीन लिए थे. और हु इज इंद्र? द थंडरबोल्ट कैरियर. Okay, first let us see about Nakul and Sahdev. So Nakul and Sahdev. So actually Madri handed over Nakul and Sahdev to Queen Kunti. So it was the duty of Yudhishthir Maharaj to take care the Nakul and Sahdev properly. So we hear also one story, Yaksh Raj ki kahani, the story of Yaksh Raj. पता है किसी को? Do you know the story of Yaksh?
Very little, Prabhuji. Not completely.
Okay. Okay, you can tell whatever you know.
Yes, Prabhuji, I know that
Yes, Prabhu.
sometime all Pandavas were in an unknown place and they were thirsty, and they went to one by one they went to a pond nearby, and there Yamraj came for taking their pariksha, and that time all Pandavas were killed. I mean, because of unable to answer the questions of that Yaksha. So then finally Yudhishthir Maharaj went there, and then he could properly answer all the questions of the Yaksha.
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you. So when Maharaj Yudhishthir, who is the incarnation of Dharmaraj, means Yamraj. Yamraj is also one of the Mahajanaj. There are 12 Mahajanaj. So Bali Maharaj, Bhishma, like that. There are 12 Mahajan. Mahajano yen gata sa pantha. So whatever the path Mahajanas has followed, that is the pantha, that is the way to follow them. So Maharaj Yudhishthira answered all the questions of Yaksha correctly. So Yaksh became very, he was very pleased. So he asked, you can ask one boon, whatever you want. So उन्होंने बोला था कि आप केवल एक ही व्यक्ति को जिंदा कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि उनके जो चारों भाई थे, चारों पानी पी रहे थे, तो यक्ष की परमिशन के बिना पिए थे, तो they were dead, उनकी मृत्यु हो गई थी इस तरीके से. So they told that, then Yudhishthir Maharaj told. Yudhishthir Maharaj ने किसको बोला था जिंदा करने के लिए?
I think Nakul.
Yeah, Nakul. Why not Sahdev? Or why not Bhim or Arjun? Bhim is so powerful. Arjun is so great warrior.
Because he wanted one of the son of Madri to be alive.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. So, and why not Sahdev?
Because
Nakul knew the Ayurveda, the treatment, he was sort of a doctor and he could have treated everyone.
Okay, that may be the reason. And one of the reason is that Nakula was older in the age. He was just उम्र में बड़े थे इस तरीके. So Yudhishthir Maharaj, है ना, the senior son of Queen Kunti, and Nakul is the older, oldest child, like that. So दोनों जीवित रहेंगे. If both will be alive, then it's okay. Otherwise Madhuri will say from heaven, if suppose that it is mentioned in Mahabharata that after the departure of Maharaj Pandu and Madhuri, they went to heaven. So from heaven they will ask, where are my child? Nakul said. So it is a duty of, so we can see that she will not say, obviously. But क्वीन कुंती प्रोमिस्ड, उन्होंने ऐसा वचन दिया था कि इस तरीके से हम आपकी जो संतान है उनकी, है ना, आपके केयर करेंगे, उनकी प्रोटेक्शन देंगे उनको। और इसमें भी एनालॉजी दिया ना कि प्रोटेक्शन भी कैसे दे रहे थे, जैसे आईलिड आईज को प्रोटेक्शन देती है इस तरीके से। तो इस तरीके से हम देखते हैं कि जो यस्यास्ति भक्तिर् भगवती अकिंचन समास्ते तत्र सर्वे गुणः सुरा हरौ अभक्तस्य कुतो महत् गुणा। मनोरथेन, हाँ, मनोरथेन आसति धावतो वही। So a devotee of the Supreme Lord has all the qualities. यस्यास्ति भक्तिर् भगवती अकिंचन समास्ते समास्ते तत्र सर्वे गुणे सुरा। So when one becomes the devotee of the Supreme Lord, then all the good qualities automatically manifest in him sooner or later. Maybe the difference of time. But if one practices nicely, then all the good qualities automatically develops. Also, Divya Gyan Hriday Prakashita. The divine knowledge is realized in his heart, like that. So Yudhishthira Maharaj was obviously he was the devotee. So he has good qualities. That's why he asked Nakul, not Bhim, Arjun, like that. So devotee is so much he's well decorated with saintly qualities. So Nakul and Sahdev, basically इसमें नकुल वैसे वो भी मतलब they were also great warrior. स्वॉर्ड, वो तलवार के साथ युद्ध करते थे दोनों. और जो सहदेव थे, सहदेव एक्स कुलाड़ी के साथ जो फरसा बोलते हैं, जो परशुराम रखते हैं, उसके साथ भी ही यूज्ड टू फाइट इस तरीके से. और जो नकुल थे, ही वाज वेरी एक्सपर्ट, घुड़सवार में वो बहुत एक्सपर्ट थे. इस तरीके से हम नकुल और सहदेव के बारे में महाभारत से हम देखते हैं कुछ हम. तो अभी हम दूसरे पॉइंट पे आते हैं. द सेकंड वंडरफुल एनालॉजी. Who snatched back their rightful kingdom from the hands of their enemy Duryodhan, just as Garuda snatched nectar from the mouth of Indra, the thunderbolt carrier. तो ये स्टोरी पता है? कोई आइडिया?
No.
हाँ. तो इसमें मैं कल रिसर्च कर रहा था, मेरे को नहीं पता था. तो मैं सोचा इस क्लास देना है तो कुछ तो तैयार करना पड़ेगा. Then I searched a lot. Then I found this story. Actually, जो यक्ष की जो 13 daughters, यक्ष की 13 पुत्रियां थी. There were 13 daughters of Daksh Prajapati, not Yaks, sorry, Daksh Prajapati. So they were married to Kashyap Muni. So we will discuss about 2 daughters. One was Kandru and second one was Vinita. एक का नाम था कंदरू और दूसरी का नाम था विनीता. So जब उनकी शादी होती है, मतलब सभी की all 13 were married with Kashyap Muni. So we will see about what is the name? Kadru, not Kandru, Kadru and Vinita. तो जो कद्रू रहती है, she prayed to his husband Kashyap Muni that she wanted thousands of sons, and they should be also very powerful. तो हजारों पुत्र होने चाहिए उनके, और they should be very powerful, शक्तिशाली. So Kashyap Muni fulfilled his desire, her desire. So she got 1,000 sons, not thousands. Yes. Someone wants to speak. So she got 1,000 serpents, powerful serpents, not men. So that's why the Kadru is also called Paksi, Sarp Mata. Sarp Mata, Kadru. So, and Vinita, and envy is always there. Material world means not nirmatsrana, nirmatsranam, just like we hear in Bhagavatam. And matsaryata is always there in material world. Envy is always there. So generally in sisters, there is always envy. They are envious to each other. Not always, but many times it happens when they are married to in same family or like that. So Vinita became very much envious to whom? Kadru. So she also wanted, I should also have thousands of children, and they should be also very powerful. So she also requested Kashyap Muni. Then Kashyap Muni told that no, you can't have so many children. You can have either one or two. That's enough. Then and then she told that okay, but that means that one child should be so powerful that he can defeat all the 1,000 that children of Kadru, basically the thousands of serpents. He can defeat. कि ऐसा पुत्र चाहिए, इतना शक्तिशाली होना चाहिए कि जो कद्रू के जो हजारों जो सर्प पुत्र है, तो उन सबको वो हरा सके. He can defeat. Then Kashyap Muni said, Tathastu, I will fulfill your desire. Then who was born? Who is the carry?
Garuda.
Yeah, you all know the story then. No need to explain in detail. So Pakshiraj Garuda, the carrier of Lord Vishnu, he was born. Then that's why the Vinita is also called Pakshi Mata. So it happened. Then also there were, because Kadru and Vinita, they were envious to each other. So they had one challenge, and in that challenge Vinita was defeated. So she became the maid servant of Kadru. And Pakshiraj Garud, he also became the servant of, because the mother is servant, maid servant of Kadru. So he also became, but he didn't like it. कि माँ है वो दासी की तरह, नौकर की तरह उसको रहना पड़ रहा है इस तरीके से. तो गरुड़ा आस्क्ड कि एनी सॉल्यूशन, कोई सॉल्यूशन है इसका? प्रॉब्लम तो है, इसका सॉल्यूशन है कुछ? तो वो जो विनीता रहती है वो कद्रू से ही, वो बोलती है कि आप कद्रू से जाके रिक्वेस्ट कीजिए, एंड शी कैन सजेस्ट, है ना, इफ देयर इज एनी. Then she suggests, then basically he went to serpents and they wanted the somras, the nectar from heaven. So Garuda, Pakshiraj, now he has to go to heaven. स्वर्ग से जाके उनको अमृत लेके आना है इस तरीके से. So but it's not easy task to go to the heaven and bring the nectar. Why? Because that is somrasna, that is nectar. So protect. तो that was covered by fire. Do you know the story? If you know, then I will summarize in brief. Timing is 39. Okay, so Garuda, then anyhow or somehow or anyhow he took, उन्होंने अमृत को लिया और and he came back, but while returning Indra attacked with his Vajra, thunderbolt. Then Vajra से attack किया, then nothing happened actually to Pakshiraj Garud, because Srila Prabhupada is writing in the Purport what he has, both Garuda and the Parthas, means the Pandavas, are pet devotees of the Lord. पालतू जानवर pet, है ना, just like there are animals, pet dog, or they are not, some dogs they are not pet dogs. So in the same way they were pet devotees of Lord, and thus it was possible for them to face such strong enemies. उन्होंने वज्र से जब प्रहार किया तो कुछ भी नहीं हुआ गरुड़ को, लेकिन गरुड़ बोलते हैं क्योंकि आपका जो वज्र है वो दधीची ऋषि की हड्डियों से बना है, that is made of the bones of दधीची ऋषि, जिन्होंने दूसरों के उपकार के लिए, for the welfare of others, he sacrificed his life, ना, उन्होंने अपना पूरा शरीर ही मतलब डोनेट कर दिया, इस तरीके से बॉडी डोनेट कर दी, और उनकी हड्डियों से बोन से ये वज्र बनाया था. तो बोला आई रिस्पेक्ट दिस वज्रा, दैट्स व्हाई आई विल गिव. तो वो क्या किए, अपना एक पंख तोड़ दिए गरुड़ में थे. क्यों? रिस्पेक्ट करने के लिए दधीची ऋषि की. तो इस तरीके से आप देखेंगे इस श्लोक में भी एक ये देखेंगे तो इसमें लास्ट लाइन में एक वर्ड आया सुपर्णा. सु मीन्स, है ना, जस्ट लाइक स्वागत, सु प्लस आगत. सु मीन्स गुड, ऑस्पिशियस, है ना, और नाइस. एंड सुपर्णा, पर्णा मीन्स पंख, विंग्स. सु मीन्स वेरी नाइस. So that's why he is addressing like that, Suparna, to Garuda. So, but जो Indra was trying to take nectar back, but it was not possible. गरुड़ को कौन हरा सकते हैं? He was the pet devotee of the Supreme Lord. Then उन्होंने उनको सजेशन दिया कि आप अभी तो मैं आपको दे नहीं सकता, क्योंकि मैं एक चैलेंज, मतलब एक प्रस्ताव, उसके लिए मैं जा रहा हूँ, और उसके लिए आई हैव टू कैरी इट, है ना. और आप वहां से जैसे ही मेरी चुनौती पूर्ण हो जाती है कि मेरी माता को दासी से मुक्त कर दे, बेड सर्वेंट से मुक्त कर दे, तो मैं वापस लेके आ जाऊंगा इसको, आप मतलब छीन के ले आना. इंद्र को ऐसे बोलते हैं वो. तो जैसे ही जो रहते हैं क्या बोलते हैं, गरुड़, तो वो लेके जाते हैं नेक्टर को, ले जाके उनके बीच में रख देते हैं, सरपेंट्स के बीच में, और ले जाके क्या बोलते हैं कि ये मैं सोमरस लेके आ गया हूँ, आई हैव ब्रॉट द नेक्टर, एंड नाउ यू शुड मेक मी फ्री फ्रॉम दैट ऑब्लिगेशन, दैट चैलेंज. तो बोले ठीक है, आपको मुक्त करते हैं, आपको अपने वचनों से मुक्त करते हैं. तो जैसे ही वो बोलते हैं तो वो थोड़ा टाइम ब्रेक चाहते हैं इस तरीके से. तो उतने टाइम में बोलते हैं कि द सर्पेंट्स वांटेड टू हैव द नेक्टर, लेकिन बोले कि नहीं, दिस इज नॉट द एटिकेट, फर्स्ट यू शुड टेक बाथ. दिस इज नॉट एटिकेट, ये शिष्टाचार नहीं है. So the गरुड़ राज, है ना, पक्षीराज गरुड़, वो बोलते हैं कि ये एटिकेट नहीं है, सोमरस हेवनली प्लैनेट से आया है, इट्स वेरी, है ना, ऑस्पिशियस, सो बिफोर टचिंग इट यू शुड टेक बाथ. इतना करना चाहिए. So they went to take bath, and meantime Indra came to snatch that nectar. So he was, वो छीन के जब ले जा रहे थे, then serpents they came to know that Indra has come. So they became angry and they attacked. अटैक कर दिया उन्होंने जो इंद्र पे. So हाँ, इस कोर्स में क्या हुआ, कुछ नेक्टर है वो सरपेंट्स के ऊपर गिर गया, कुछ ड्रॉप्स, some drops of nectar fall down and serpents took it and they became very powerful. So and then Indra took away that nectar. So from there, from this story that was taken, है ना, this line, just as the Garuda snatched nectar from the mouth of Indra, the thunderbolt. In the same way, the Pandavas snatched back their rightful kingdom from the hands of their enemy Duryodhana. So we see in this story that Pakshiraj Garuda was so powerful and he snatched away the nectar from Indra. The nectar was well protected even though, but still. So in the same way, the Pandavas snatched away their kingdom from Duryodhana, like that. So okay, I think already time is over. Otherwise, I can share some verses of Bhagavad Gita, how Krishna takes care for the devotees. Just like it is mentioned, both Garuda and the Parthas are pet devotees of the Lord, and thus it was possible for them to face such strong enemies. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says many times that I protect my devotees. Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam saranam varja aham tavam sarva papebhyo mokshishami ma shucha. Don't worry, I will take care. So a devotee is always protected by the Supreme Lord. There are many verses like that. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janah pariyupasate tesam nitya abhiyuktanam yoga kshemam vahamiham. Yoga kshemam. Whatever you have, Krishna says, I protect, and whatever is not there, I personally carry for them. Yoga kshemam vahami aham. So how we see that how compassionate, how caring Krishna is. He's doing so many promises Krishna has done in Bhagavad Gita. Just like in another verse, Krishna says that Ananya chetaha satatam yomam smarati nityasah tasyaham sulabha partha nitya yuktasya yogina. Those who are always engaged in my devotional service, I am very sulabh, very easy for them to attain. So like this, there are many verses. Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sannasya matpara ananyeva yogena vamadhyayanta upasate tesaham samudharta mrityu sansara sagarat bhavan bhavami na chirat partha mai avesit chetasam tesaham samudharta mrityu sansara sagarat. I am the sweet deliverer from the cultures of birth, old age, death, and disease. 4 miseries are there, na? And other 3 miseries, Adi Devik, Adi Bhautik, Adi Atmik. So Krishna says that Tesaham Samudarta Matyu Sansar Sagar. So Krishna has given so many for the protection of his devotees. Krishna has so many commitments. Okay, I think now time is over. Rakshini Mataji. Is it okay?
Yes, Prabhu. If you want, you can still take it till 8:50, Prabhu. Then we can have question and answer section if any.
Okay, how much time I can take more?
Prabhu, you can take till 8:45 also.
8:45.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, otherwise we can have question and answer also. Or we can check once what we can discuss from this. Okay, someone can, if you want to give comment, correction, challenge, or whatsoever, you can add. if you know more about this verse. Or you can share some verses also, just like it is mentioned. So this line was both Garuda and this was. So we can elaborate this in detail. How a devotee is always protected by the Supreme Lord from various examples of scriptures. Just like here example is given of Garuda and Pandavas. So we know in the scriptures there are many examples of the devotees. They were protected by the Supreme Lord. So one by one you can share one example कि शास्त्र में कौन कौन से ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स है, कैसे कौन कौन से ऐसे उदाहरण है कि भगवान द लॉर्ड प्रोटेक्टेड हिज डिवोटी.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prahlad Maharaj was saved by Narsingadev. Hare Krishna.
Yes, wonderful example. Prahlad Maharaj was saved by Narsingadev from Hiranyakashipu. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
The story of Gajendra, the Lord protected devotees.
Yeah, wonderful example. Gajendra Moksha. At the end,
Draupadi was protected by Krishna.
Draupadi was protected by Krishna. Yes, she was completely surrendered. Sometimes Krishna test है ना, अपने devotees की test करते हैं. Is he or she really surrendered or only दिखावा, show up? So when Draupadi surrendered completely, then Krishna protected. Wonderful example. Yes, more.
Krishna went against his promise at the time of the Mahabharata when Bhishma was attacking Arjuna, and Krishna knew that with this attack he will not be saved. So he took out the wheel of the chariot and ran towards Bhishma when Bhishma actually surrendered to Krishna.
Yes, wonderful example. So Krishna is so merciful that Krishna is so merciful to his devotees that he can break his own vow that I will not कि मैं कोई हथियार नहीं उठाऊंगा. But he took the wheel of the chariot and wanted to attack on Bhishma. So that's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita na कोन्तेह प्रति जानिहि न मैं भक्ता परनि सहति. O Arjuna, O Konteya, O Kunti Putra, you declare that my devotee is never perished. Because Krishna says that if I will speak na, that can be wrong. हम देखते हैं ना, 2-3 एग्जाम्पल देखते हैं हम शास्त्रों में. Krishna promised and he broke his vow. But when his devotee is more powerful. Just like Shivji says na, what is that verse? Tadiyanam samachara. Just like Krishna says that, or Shivji says that, Aradhana nam sarvesam Vishnu Aradhana paramam. Or of all the worship of all demigods, the worship of Krishna, Vishnu Aradhana, that is the topmost. And even better than that worship is the worship of Tadiyanam, the servant of the servant of the servant of the Lord. That's why we worship Guru or a pure devotee, because he can give us bhakti directly. Not Krishna doesn't give bhakti directly. Devotees are more compassionate. Okay, so wonderful example. Okay, more.
धरती माता को बचाया था वो वराह अवतार लेके. And Vrinda Devi is worshipped till date because she has born. She was also a devotee of Lord, but she was a pure pativrata. So till date, she is worshipped in each and every house.
Yes, wonderful example. Tulsi Maharani and Dharti Devi. So actually, we see in scriptures, they are personification. Just like earth is also not only sand, earth, water, fire, air, ether. So earth is also a lady, Mata, Dharti Mata, like that. So whenever there is the burden of sinful activities, not the burden of population, just like there is so much population. So the Mother Earth is not burdened by population, but it becomes very painful for Mother Earth when there is the increment of sinful activities. पाप के बोझ से फिर धरती माता को कहीं ब्रह्मा जी के पास जाके भगवान के पास जाके रिक्वेस्ट करना पड़ता है इस तरीके से. सो जनसंख्या बढ़ने से पॉपुलेशन ज्यादा होने से दिक्कत नहीं है. The problem is with sinful activities. That's why in ISKCON we follow 4 regulatory principles that is mentioned in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So example of Dharti Devi and another is Vrinda Devi, Tulsi Maharani. Okay.
Yeah, Prabhuji, the other example of Krishna's love towards Sudama, when he gave all those kingdom and everything to him for his livelihood.
Yes. So in starting we see that they were friends in childhood, and then Sudama became so poor and Krishna didn't help him. So partial. He was living in the palace, महल में रह रहे थे, बोले सुदामा इतना गरीब बेचारा खाने के लिए नहीं. So but later we see that when the right time comes, Krishna reciprocates with his devotees to set an example for the ordinary man. Yadayadachati sreshta tat that verse. Okay, wonderful examples from scriptures. More example. How a devotee is protected by the Supreme Lord.
Nal Kuber is the latest example.
How they were protected?
They were
They became tree, Yamlarjun tree.
श्राप मुक्त कर दिया था उन्होंने offences.
Yes, correct. I got some more examples. I have to just remember. Just I forgot.
Okay. Lord Rama protected Vibhishana from Ravana.
Yeah. Actually, devotees are always protected, है ना? यदा यदा धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम धर्मस्य तदात्मनं सृजाम्यहम्. So whenever there is a decline of religion, there are irreligious activities. And Krishna says, I incarnate myself, and he protects his devotees. You can see the practical example of Srila Prabhupada, how Krishna protected him, and how Krishna helped Srila Prabhupada to preach the message of Krishna consciousness to the whole world. So in Dubai also devotees are practicing. So nice to see. Okay, I think now it's 8:44. We can end some.
Prabhuji, Hare
Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
प्रभुजी, कृष्णा तो हम सबको भी रोज प्रोटेक्ट करते ही है. हमारी परेशानियां कितनी भी आ जाए, अगर हम पूर्ण समर्पण उनके प्रति है तो परेशानियां आती हैं और चली जाती है. मतलब उस समय क्योंकि हमें पता है कि ठाकुर जी हमारे साथ हैं तो उतना परेशान नहीं होते हैं हम. तो मुझे लगता है कि हम बहुत भक्त नहीं है, अभी तो स्टार्ट किया है, लेकिन अगर सच्चे मन से ठाकुर जी को याद करें तो हमें भी रोज प्रोटेक्ट करते ही है।
एक्चुअली जो स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, जब हम कॉलेज प्रीचिंग करते हैं या स्कूल प्रीचिंग करते हैं, तो स्टार्टिंग में ये बताना पड़ता है ना, द गॉड लव्स यू, डू यू लव हिम, कि भगवान आपसे बहुत प्रेम करते हैं, क्या आप उनसे प्रेम करते हैं? तो ये समझाना पड़ता है कि आप भगवान आपसे प्रेम कैसे करते हैं। द गॉड इज गिविंग, है ना, द सनलाइट, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल तो नहीं भरना पड़ता है। ऑक्सीजन, एक एनसीईआरटी में कितना पड़ा था, कितना ऑक्सीजन हम दिन में ले लेते हैं, दैट इज आल्सो इन, उसकी प्राइस भी आप कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो वो भी थाउजेंड्स ऑफ रुपीज की हम डेली ऑक्सीजन ले लेते हैं। और इस तरीके से कृष्णा इज प्रोटेक्टिंग अस, कृष्णा इज सप्लाइंग एवरीथिंग एक्चुअली, बट आर वी रिसिप्रोकेटिंग विद कृष्णा? हम कुछ आदान प्रदान कर रहे हैं कि हम भगवान के साथ में हम चैंटिंग करना ही हमारे लिए ट्रबलसम हो जाता है ना, मॉर्निंग प्रोग्राम करना। तो इस कॉन्शियसनेस को, जब इग्नोरेंस है, अस्तो मा सद्गम्य, अब ये इग्नोरेंस, हमारा अज्ञान या डिस्ट्रॉय होता है, तो हम रियल कॉन्शियसनेस में सिचुएटेड होते हैं, और हम रियली, है ना, वी विल रेसिप्रोकेट विद कृष्णा बाय चैंटिंग हिज, है ना, होली नेम विद राइट एटीट्यूड एंड कॉन्शियसनेस, इस तरीके से। तो थैंक यू माता जी फॉर नाइस कमेंट। कई बार हम रियलाइज नहीं कर पाते, कृष्णा इज ऑलवेज प्रोटेक्टिंग अस, भले ही वो हमारे, जैसे भगवान की सेवा करते करते बहुत शहीद हो जाते हैं ना, जो तो हमारी बॉडी के कई बार अक्सर नहीं करते हैं, है ना, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली कृष्णा टेक्स केयर ऑफ स्पिरिचुअल अकाउंट, है ना, जिंदगी के साथ भी, जिंदगी के बाद भी। LIC का स्लोगन रहता है ना, जिंदगी के साथ, जिंदगी के बाद, इंडिया में। तो वही स्लोगन वास्तव में है, भक्ति के लिए लगता है। नहीं, हाँ, अभी कर्मनाशो अस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते हैं। कृष्णा, हाउ कृष्णा प्रोटेक्ट्स हिज डिवोटीज, ये भी देख सकते हैं। जैसे वो बेचने वाली आती है ना, फल विक्रेता, मतलब द फ्रूट वेंडर लेडी, तो कृष्ण लेके आते हैं उनके लिए हाथों में, ऐसे थैलियों में कुछ ग्रेन्स, तो वो सोचते कि इतने से ग्रेन्स लेके आए, लेकिन फ्रूट्स इतने सारे दे देते हैं, बट लेटर ऑन सारे ग्रेन्स है वो डायमंड्स और ज्वेलरी में चेंज हो जाते हैं, इस तरीके से। सो कृष्णा रेसिप्रोकेट्स एक्चुअली, एंड कृष्णा इज ऑलवेज प्रोटेक्टिंग। कभी कभी ये रियलाइज करना मुश्किल हो जाता है कि भक्ति कर रहे हैं, मतलब प्रॉब्लम्स कम होने के बजाय बोले ज्यादा हो रही है। तो कभी कभी ऐसा हो सकता है, बट डेली यदि हम विजडम सेशन क्लास वगैरह अटेंड करते तो हमें हमारे कंसेप्ट क्लियर होते हैं कि नहीं ऐसा नहीं है। प्रॉब्लम्स तो मतलब हमारे कर्मा के अनुसार आएगी, लॉज ऑफ कर्मा वो तो है ही, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम्स को सहन करने की जो पावर है वो हमको भक्ति करने से मिल जाती है। इस तरीके से हम सुनते हैं। ओके, एनी अदर कमेंट, करेक्शन, चैलेंज जो करना है कर सकते हैं।
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for such an interactive, wonderful class, Prabhuji. If any don't have any question, they can unmute their mic or write it in the comment box. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Requesting the devotees to pray for Lord Nrsimhadev for the early recovery of Ramchandra Das Prabhuji. Prabhuji went through an operation and he has a surgery pain. So requesting devotees to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 3 times by unmuting their mic. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Devotees are requesting you to pray for Lord Nrsimhadev for early recovery of Shyamchandra Das Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. I will surely pray. In our Ujjain temple, there is Lord Nrsimhadev also. So I will pray. Okay, so thank you. for
Thank
inviting me. Hare
Thank you so
Krishna.
much, Prabhuji. We had such a nice association with you. It was very interactive and lovely. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam, Prabhu. We'll offer, conclude the class by offering the Vaishnava Pranam. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatrubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्री श्री राधा कुंज बिहारी भगवान की जय, श्री श्री गौर निताई की जय, श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर ब्रह्मानंदी हरि हरि बोल. हरे कृष्णा. All glories to the assembled devotees.